thing I want to do is take the second screw and take the bracket. I need a third hand. Yeah, I'll just use my chest. And this will go in here on the other side, the bracket. So the bracket will go up this way when we're finished. And I have this little hand to turn everything with the hex driver on the end. Could have put this on a ratchet if I wanted to. If I wanted it just by hand, I may ratchet it eventually to get a nice snug fit. Now the bracket goes on the outside of here because you don't want it on the inside of here, on the other side of the bung isolator, because you just want it on the screw side, because you don't want it to deform the isolator here and it would leak. And so, kind of making sure everything's straight. It looks actually pretty straight here. We're going to turn this at a 90. The bracket. Snug this side. Snug that side. And really that's all there is for the installation of the isolator. And so the next thing we would do, we would pop this in place, which we might as well go ahead and do now, since we're doing everything here at once. So this really nice tutors shortened the leads of this and soldered on a nice little temperature sensor there. So it'll go back, fit it through the hole, just clip it in place. And so where are we going to put the temperature sensor? We want it to show the least amount when we're done, right? So, but where do you place it on the group head? There's been lots of different opinions about this. I have my own, as you might guess. I believe that it needs to go on a Gen 2, on a Gen 3, because it has a larger bell and the water circulates on the inside. You want to put it on the front side here so that this one's not long enough to reach there, so you can't do that with this temperature gauge. And so you want to put it on the side of the bell here, just like this. And it actually looks pretty good right there. I have some high temperature masking tape that Bong introduced me to. It basically looks like this. It comes in 3 different widths. This is a 25. I think it comes in a 15 and a 10 and a 2.5 or somewhere in there. And so it's just really clear tape like this. It's really pretty straightforward. That's versus the silver tape that's basically just duct tape, and I don't think I think this will do a better transfer of the heat. So, and I think it looks a little bit less obtrusive. So we're going to cover it, put it on the sensor like this. I'm not real happy about the fact that it doesn't cover up. I'm going to actually do a different piece, and I'll come back. What I didn't like about the other piece that I had cut, it was too short. It did not cover up these leads over here that are not protected. I don't think it's a big deal, but I just want to protect them. And then this is just going to go on the side of the group head here. Just like that. I'll send some extra tape along, or send along these 2 pieces of duct tape. I just like that. I think it looks better myself. And right now it's showing it's 42 degrees Celsius. So it's still warm. It's still warm. Temperature 25, 30, somewhere in there is room temperature. So that's it. I'll get a ratchet out and I'll tighten down these two screws a little bit more. Okay, let's got a 3/8 ratchet out here with this. Did I ever tell you what size this was? I don't know if what you need for this is a 5 millimeters. These are 5 millimeter hex. And so let's get a little snug on this side. Come over here. Get a little snug on this side without moving the thermometer around. There we go. Come back over here. Snug it just a hair more. As I said in taking things apart here, you never want to over tighten these nuts, because if you do and they break, you're just in a world of woe. Okay, so we'll try to get the same amount on both sides, and the torque is done. I'm just feeling it. Okay, so I'm going to stop right there. One of the things I'm not particularly fond of is how loose this is in here, so I may wrap some tape or something in the back here, find out how to attach this so it doesn't rattle around. Otherwise I like it. You can bend it and tilt it. I'm not going to do that for you at this point because you may not like that, but you can bend and tilt it so that when you're standing up you can actually see it better. That's the way I have mine at home, upstairs. And then these two little caps, nuts just fit right over. These plastic acorns just fit here to make it look better and to protect everybody. So that's the deal right now. So that's how far along we are. The next thing I'm going to do is fire it back up and see what happens with all the changes I made.